Spoilers for Sinners and Deltarune Chapter 3. Look, I can barely explain the nutty year I just went through. So I'm not going to. I don't want to talk about it. I seen the devil.
We're not talking about this or this. We're talking about this. Wait, I can hear
Bro, I'm on the first entry and I'm already stun-locked. Genuinely, what the fuck do we even say here? It's moments like this where my lack of music production experience really shows. I mean, I'm still able to tell that this is like not normal, but I can't go much beyond. This sound design is actually awesome. Dude. So I'm just gonna like turn off my analytic brain for this one and describe what the song feels like. This song sounds like a black hole consuming a city, and you're being crushed under the pressure while some people desperately try to evacuate others to safety. Like, you're hearing people say like this way so that they guide people to the out of this area. You're like, it's like compressed because you're in the black hole, because it's like big. If this song was a kind of sword, it would be a bomb. You ever have incredibly dry lips and then laugh or smile and it makes your mouth tear open like an earthquake? Didn't this shit happen at the end of Return to Dreamland? This song tastes like Hot Pockets and gunpowder. Guys, this is what dying feels like.
I'm your guardian angel, Finn. I'm here to save you. God plays the cards on those who run. Angels up in the shadows, ain't gonna watch you fall.
Out of every track on Revenge Seekers, I feel Angels and Camo might be my sleeper pick for the most underrated. Jane's latest, and in my opinion greatest, had bangers from front to back, but something about this one in particular really clicked with me. I mean, for starters, it's really funny to have a song that's in essence just, "Dear God, I wish all my enemies go to hell no matter what." Angels and Camo is a song about wishing divine intervention upon your haters and fake supporters, and it's so goddamn funny. As for the sound, I just found myself getting the song stuck in my head more than any other on the album. That vocal chop is so good. The fucking I love this swift little record scratch that leads into the first drop. And the overall energy is electric, explosive, rage-inspired production, courtesy of our good friend Palkia. By the way, Rise of Darkrai is the best Pokemon movie, and one of the reasons why is the opening fight scene between Palkia and Dialga. Like, this shit goes so hard, like, oh my god. Top it all off with some killer melodies from Jane, and you got a song that, while not the most experimental on the record, walks away as my overall favorite. Holy shit, Adventure Time The Creeps reference? No way.
I'm Cinnamon Bun.
What's the name on your invite?
Oh yeah. It's...
Puke up, you big donut.
I'm gonna bust you up, Plum Thumb, and then I'm gonna wear your clothes!
But I just like, I got caught.
You were stuck in the lie.
Yeah, I was like stuck in this lie.
I thought for a second you just wrote rap.
Joey Valance and Bray is a duo that I've had somewhat conflicting feelings on over time. On one hand, they have really infectious energy and personality, and I've loved a lot of individual songs from them, but I also kind of felt like they hadn't really found their own unique sonic voice, you know? Not to say that they were completely unoriginal or anything, but it just always felt like they needed one more little kick to their style to truly cement them to stand on their own. I enjoyed No Hands for sure, but Hyper Youth? Now this is the thing. That extra flavor of EDM and dance music added that kick I have been looking for. This is by far their best work to me, and really solidified their place in hip-hop in my mind. And while I could preamble you further, I'm just gonna be blunt. This might be the most fun song of 2025.
Come on.
Bust Down is such a simple, straightforward rap song. 3 verses, one from Joey and Bray each, and one featured verse from Tia Corinne. Punchy staccato production that's impossible to not bust a groove to, and lyrics so entertaining it should be illegal. Joey starts off strong by pronouncing Xi'an like Xi'an.
No clothes from Xi'an, don't want to see on.
Shit-talking modern DJs that avoid fun and whimsy in their sets. Like, what am I supposed to take away from this? What does this communicate to the audience? I'm scared. And my guy fucking ends his verse with,
Changed up. Cindy Sweeney called me and I hanged up. Bust down, rolled around, I said.
Bray comes in with a Cranked Out reference, which I will never be upset about. Booty so good I gotta buy you a ring. And then this lyric.
I'm half amazing and half Asian. so good, you can say I'm amazing. Bust down.
It is so fucking stupid. It makes me laugh like a dumbass every single time. Tia Corinne, who, by the way, also dropped an album in 2025, you should check it out if you haven't, she's awesome, hops in for the final verse. Her stilted, quirky flow is so mesmerizing. I love this part in particular.
Baby, don't talk with my lips with the chips. Can't make a sound, ain't saying nothing now, little bitch.
Yellow chain, yellow gold, yellow piss. I wonder what the bright minds at Rap Genius think of this lyric. Yellow urine, ranging from pale to dark, is primarily a sign of hydration levels in the body. Pale yellow urine generally indicates good hydration, while darker yellow, or amber urine, may suggest mild to moderate dehydration. Gross.
I'm learning a lot, honestly. Like, I'm learning a lot about the shapes of states, which is a very valuable skill.
Okay, Fortnite, listen, I love Illegal. It's a fantastic pop track and an awesome opener to the mixtape, but you picked the wrong song.
What can I say? What can I do? I'm trying to be like that you're talking to. Maybe.
Is there anyone out there who honestly dislikes Pink Pantheress? Like, I understand if it's not your kind of music or you just don't really listen to her, but to actively have negative opinions about her, I feel like they could only possibly stem from misogyny, racism, or both. She just gets better and better with every new release, and Fancy That is 9 tracks and 20 minutes of pure pop perfection. And while I do indeed fancy every song on the record, there's a few things about Stateside that put it over the rest. One, in an album full of catchy melodies, Stateside feels like it has 4 different hooks. Every second of vocals is so instantly iconic. 2, I'm a sucker for non-words punctuating a song, so that little pause between words for the little ha ha it's so good. And 3, these drums? Pink Pantheress is well known for her use of various drum and bass styles in her production, but my god, I need more old school 90s style breakbeat from her. It reminds me of the Jet Set Radio soundtrack, and if you remind me of the Jet Set Radio soundtrack, you're getting on the list. That's how that works. In a perfect world, this would have been a #1 smash hit for 2025 pop music, but nope. You know what? It's fine though, because when Pink Pantheress finally becomes the United States president, despite being from the UK, we can just replace the national anthem with this.
What can you say? What you wanna do? I'm flying intercontinental with you.
Do you think you can record this video with me?
Yeah.
Just point it at me.
I'm quickly discovering that Zombie might be one of my favorite rappers in the game. Zombie is 2 for 2 when it comes to featuring on songs that ended up on these lists for me. This time, the lead artist in question is Unfamiliar, who I actually was kind of aware of prior to this track, but for like the stupidest reason. I refuse to explain this any further. Dead Red Line plus No Flash Photography was the lead single for Unfamiliar's debut album, Rubberneck, and as the title would imply, it's a two-parter. Dead Red Line starts with a sample of the same Brazilian funk track used by JPEG Mafia on It's Dark and Hell Is Hot, and I honestly kind of like it more here.
How can I take niggas thinking like this? They never met me but be on my dick. How you don't care but you got an opinion? How you don't care but you got an opinion? Smoking your face like
The energy is perfectly matched with these crazy D&B breaks and Bit Crush smashes to the skull, setting the stage for Zombie to come in and do her thing. And her thing she does. She spends the first half of the track talking about the state of America right now, i.e. Dog shit. Being a black trans woman in the music industry means a lot of aimless conversations with white event organizers, critics, and management execs, while the evil in power continues to take away more and more protection for you. I can't even imagine how infuriating that dichotomy must be, and Zombie touches on how that can damage your self-worth and relationship with others. There's too many good lines on here to even show them all. Like, I'm a blight to my friends, hold my knife to the edge till I cut my throat and let the butterflies out. It's the only time you'll hear the truth up out of my mouth. Adjust your top 10s, make room for the fucking bunny. Beat switch, we soothe into some atmospheric D&B, and Zombie directs her writing inward. I didn't just bring up Worldwide earlier because it was on my last top 10 songs list. Zombie name drops it in this section. It seems like a lot of people only seem to pay attention when it was a collab with Fentanyl and have done nothing to support her solo endeavors since. So go listen to her solo stuff, it's amazing. Denial is a really fucking good album. On top of this, constantly being in the spotlight and having your image marketed to others can sometimes worsen your self-hatred, making the flaws you perceive in yourself sting even harder in contrast to the positive attention you're receiving. And the way this song closes out is just... I'm just gonna play it.
I want no fucking fashion. Too many good rappers, boy, I got like photophobia. You looking like AO in that trailer cornucopia.
Unfamiliar is only 18, and with a debut record as creative as impressive as this, I'm so excited to see where they go from here. And yeah, Zombie is one of the best rappers out right now. Few MCs working today excite me as consistently and immensely as she does. But there are a few that compare to her in my mind. For example...
That's called being evil, and it's like...
Gaius Guevara is already putting up a strong resume to contend for the title of Best Rapper of the 2020s. Who else but the Philadelphia native can mix dense, fiery political ideas with experimental production sampling Silk Sonic and Family Guy references and have it work? As if his studio debut wasn't enough for fans to chew on in 2025, Gaius also gave us a mixtape packed with his usual stellar writing and some of his best beats ever. Case in point, the cinematic explosion that is Nina Narcissist. And while the rapping is still great as always, I fucking love this little break between verse 1 and 2. It really is the production that left my jaw on the fucking floor. Taking the Cameron Winter track Nina plus Field of Cops and giving it the maximalist intensity of RRR, good fucking lord, this song is ridiculous. Like, these chords, is this what plays in the heads of, like, Metal Gear Rising bosses? This is kind of like the first entry, honestly. I don't know what else more to say other than... I mean, you could hear it. Gaius is not only one of the best rappers in the game, but one of the best producers. And I really need to make a music video edit to this song. I don't know when that'll happen, but it will.
That's right. Friend inside me is gonna try to kill Chris Deltarune.
Hey, what's that thing that directors say when they're done filming a scene? I think it's... I think it's like, cut! I mean, I've heard of a network getting axed, but this is ridiculous. Deltarune Chapter 3 pulled a fast one on me. After returning to the Dark World after 4 years, most of the chapter was a fun, lighthearted welcome back. We were on a game show, we played in a band, we had this little WarioWare-ass minigame boss fight, and then out of nowhere, like a fucked up annoying orange, the knight was all, "Hey Tenna!"
What?
Knife! I wasn't doing any alternate routes on my playthrough, so when I saw this bullshit, I reasonably assumed it was one of those forced loss kind of battles. You know, the ones you're not actually expected to win, just so that the story can progress. I mean, obviously this is like impossible. The song's really good. The Undertale and Deltarune soundtracks have a ton of variety in styles, but this kind of dark industrial metal, I feel like hasn't ever really been done in the soundtracks. You know you're in for some shit within the first opening seconds of the track, and every other part of the song feels designed with the express purpose to Meta Knight final smash your cerebral cortex. I love how the synth tone is like almost this wail of pain, like the song itself is crying out for help. The tension is palpable. Towards the end, where this wavy flanger effect is drizzled on top, it's like your brain waves are on the verge of giving up, the sheer presence of the night being too mind-blowing to stay conscious. Toby's made many, many, many bangers throughout his career, but never have they felt so vicious, raw, and psychic as this one. After only 2 minutes, you're left bruised, battered, and beaten, both party members are dead, you yourself are at like 3 health, and you look at the play button and think, yeah, fuck it, I could go for another run.
Fucking bullets, you fuckers! You fucking suck!
This is the catchiest song of 2025.
So come and work, your precious little magic for me. I feel it burst, you know there's something happened to me. Caught on the worst.
I'm so glad I checked out Wishlane's 2024 album because I've only gotten more and more excited with each of his new releases. 2025 had quite a few singles from him, and while all were great, there was not a single song in the entire year I found myself singing more than Sucker Punch. In the shower, doing chores, fucking shitting, it's just so fun to sing. It's this infectious, funky burst of indie rock energy with just the perfect chorus. Like, I don't even know how else to explain it, it's just perfect.
I saw it first, was gonna be the last to tell me, just say the word, I don't know what the hell is happening, but I can turn, I know you never see it coming, for what it's worth.
That thing I mentioned in Stateside about emphasizing rhythms using mouth sounds, that's done on the second verse here, and it feels like popping bubble wrap, it's so satisfying.
Lately I feel a bit older, stood up and
The bridge? If anyone is sad about the death of the bridge in popular music, listen to this shit. Wishlane completely understands how to utilize this section.
it's getting worse, I imagine it's not what you thought you were losing, but I want it all, I still find myself in pieces, I'm built to fall.
The writing on this song could have been doo-doo and I still would have loved it, but Wishlane's trademark poetic sincerity is here in spades. Jennifer Gurton wrote in an article for BuzzMusic, lyrically, Sucker Punch is a quiet reckoning with yourself. It's not melodramatic or desperate, it's tired. It's reflective. It captures the exact moment when you realize you're stuck, but haven't figured out what comes next. Apparently this track was originally just made for Wishlane personally. He wasn't even gonna publicly release it, but damn, I am so glad he did. Also, I like how green the cover art is.
You ever looked in the mirror and thought, Christ, fuck, what is that foul, pale ghoul?
It's Big fucking Mike.
I'm not a show off. Whatever I do, it's got something to do with my job and meeting my deadline.
Speaking of poetic writers, Mike's lyrics know how to connect to the soul in a way very few others do. 2025's Showbiz was my favorite project from him yet, and Man in the Mirror... Oh my god, where do I even start? Okay, so this production flips a sample of Shaka Talk's Fly the Wind, and this song is reaching levels of groovy previously thought unachievable.
Try to get it out of dirt with you. I was never about to saying I'm a curb kicker. I'ma keep it 10 grand down to earth. Try to give him a second chance with my first hiccup.
It's so sparkly and hazy, almost dreamlike, and that rhythm is... It's magic. It's a magical beat. That's the only word for it. As for Mike himself, I've noticed that Mike has a very specific, unique talent as a rapper. That is, he'll often stick with one consistent flow or rhyme scheme for an entire verse or even entire song. A favorite example of mine for this talent is Ah Zaza.
Stuck in the midst of it all, struggling, nah, but I'm recovering. Soon as to see where you huddling, it's love but I'm missing this call, tucking it, saw.
You see, it keeps that struggling, nah, but I'm recovering, scheme, and manages to keep it fresh and interesting. Man in the Mirror does this too. The whole song uses this scheme.
What's the word? I go work with it. That's my bad playing hands on that nerd nigga. I'm just used to trying to dance and just learn quicker. Shout out now, that's for sure. Yeah, try to get it out of dirt with you. I was never about to saying I'm a curb kicker.
And like, you'd think that'd get annoying or grating, but no, Mike is such a stellar writer that every new line is absolute gold. The way he'll write simple phrases in the most poetic and artful ways always amazes me. Like, instead of saying, I shouldn't have trusted this person again, that was a mistake, he says,
try to give him a second chance with my first hiccup.
Instead of, how did I persevere through struggle and come out the other side, he says,
how I made it through the jam, through the worst winter.
One of my favorite lines is, I know death for every man, but I'll flirt with her. It's so simple and concise, yet says so much in so few words. In terms of which song on this list I would most want to listen to right now, like as I'm recording this, it's this one, without question. For number 1, 10 quick honorable mentions. This was my first full Bad Bunny album, and yeah, I understand why he's one of the biggest artists in the world. This song is wonderful and just reminds me that I need to listen to more salsa. Does this title, like, mean anything? I don't care either way. It's awesome that it's named that, but like, Thundercat and Remy Wolf is a dream team up for me. I absolutely adore their weird creative genius, and yeah, this collab did not disappoint. Thundercat gives us this wonky groove that's bizarre even by his standards, and then Remy does this on it.
All the time. Peter Griffin versus Deadpool.
Looking at it now, okay, that's stroke the map.
Okay, so for the 5 people watching who didn't immediately click off, let me explain what this thing is. I'm sure we're all vaguely familiar with the epic rap battle subgenre on YouTube, and while they often have a lot of talent and effort put into their visuals and charm, I've never really been blown away by any of them. Which is fine, you know? They're usually just dumb fun, and they work for that. So what's different about this one? Well, the thing is, this rap battle between Deadpool and Peter Griffin is not a rap battle between Deadpool and Peter Griffin. This is an 8-minute surrealist art mindfuck disguised as a traditional rap battle. If you haven't seen this video yet, I almost don't want to spoil anything because it is genuinely one of the funniest things I've ever seen on YouTube. But if you need something to hook you, then I'll describe 10 seconds for you. Peter Griffin says,
This reminds me of the time I was in a rap battle with Herobrine.
Which then fades away to a cutaway gag of a rap battle between Peter and Herobrine on a different YouTube channel with completely different actors, and then Herobrine fucking says this.
Welcome to Minecraft. This world is iconic. My name is Herobrine, but I'm evil, ironic.
If that sounded at all entertaining to you, go watch this. It genuinely has a lot of effort and care put into it. It makes me so happy to see that Richie and Parker are still making music together after the passing of Groggs. Some of the most mind-melting production of 2025 with a ridiculous sax solo and hypnotic flows from Richie.
Take a minute, church, you know your mom and them going to praise the king with the crown that's provided with thorns, breaking rules, skipping school, pulling fire alarm.
Jid has this talent of making incredibly dense and complex rapping look and sound super easy for him. Despite how technical his style is, it never sounds like he's trying to impress you, you know? I also love that this beat does the thing that surround sound and walkin' do, where the beat switch uses the same sample as the first section, just slowed down. More songs should do this.
Odds against me, I'm against the odds. Trying to get even, see the evil in my eyes.
And speaking of Jid,
Left eye recipes, I like the creep, fuck her on gold feet. You can nip a teeth on the east, pick up a whole key.
Look, The Alchemist does great on here, Freddy's got great flows, but I can't with this fucking guy. Listen to this shit.
Take a drag, take a drink, drawing blanks. What's your name? I forgot what it was. What a day with my head in the cloud, looked around, thought it only was us. But niggas on Canada, Camera, then chillin' Mechanicsville, cutting, cooking, and chemicals, kamikaze, but no cannibalism. He caught a body, ain't know what to do with it.
Yeah. 2025 saw the release of City the Animation, based off of the manga of the same name by Keiichi Arawi. His previous work, Nichijou, is one of my favorite shows ever. It's colorful, hilarious, and has a lot of heart. And City's opening song is just one of the most delightful bursts of energy I've heard in a TV intro. Those horns just, they make me smile. I don't know what else to say. I also recommend the show if you like goofy slice-of-life comedy. There's an extended sequence where a character makes a YouTube poop of herself set to Mambo number 5. Am I lying? I don't know. You watch the show. You tell me. Paris, Texas back-to-back EP duology had a lot of super fun and creative rap songs, but I just kept coming back to this one. It's got such an infectious bounce to it, the way the production adds more elements throughout the verse is super cool, and you can just tell how much fun these two have making music together. Bubbly, nostalgic, a little bittersweet, and so goddamn happy, iPod Touch is guaranteed to put a smile on any 2000s kid's face. An absolute jam and a half. I'm really glad we have a song that talks about hiding electronics under your pillow at bedtime. I'm finna hit Matt Walsh with a laser and pulling up in that whatchamacallit in the trap Home Alone feel like Macaulay Culkin. Yeah, no notes, great work. 2025's Sinners wowed me in a way I could have never expected. I heard a lot of positive things going into it, but I pretty much knew nothing about the film itself. I knew there was some relation to horror and that the music was really good, and that was basically it. So I'm sitting on my bed looking like a dumbass watching this on my laptop, and I'm having a good time. Around the halfway point, we're at the juke joint, and Sammy's about to go off with some blues. Hell yeah. Miles Catton is a great vocalist, and the backup piano from Delta Slim is smooth as butter. But then...
Blues. It wasn't forced on us like that religion. No, so we brought this with us from home.
There's a clip of Slim telling Sammy the power and importance of their music. This juke joint isn't just recreation from a hard day's work.
It's magic what we do. It's sacred.
And and
conjuring spirits from the past and the future.
And at this point, I started to realize what this scene was doing, and I was like, no fucking way. Is this song actually about to... What starts as a soulful blues tune suddenly explodes into this multi-generational tapestry of black music. We've got this psychedelic rock dude absolutely shredding that shit, a West African griot adding some powerful vocals and hand percussion, multiple styles of hip-hop, from old school 80s turntable scratching and MCing to New Orleans bounce, a slick little G-funk melody. And all of this is still the more toned down part of the song, mind you, because when the tempo picks up, Sammy channels a backing gospel choir, the percussion feels like it's gonna set me on fire, there's spirits of both Chinese and African musical performance learning the fundamentals of footwork from the guy next to them, and as Sammy belts out an extended note, the ceiling burns away into the night sky, Miles Catton's vocals morph into this sinister chord change. Good lord. I don't think I need to explain this scene to you guys. You're smart. You can clearly see what it's trying to communicate. I like to think of music as a universal language, but Sinners takes it one step further, claiming it transcends not just regional differences, but time itself. And I mean, isn't this scene what literally all music is? By making music, you are conjuring the spirits of all the artistic movements and figures that paved the way for you. And obviously race plays a massive part in this. Every artistic style is one founded by and rooted in black culture, other than the Chinese performer I mentioned. But that's still representing a racial minority in America, one that this country has tried to force its own culture upon. This song, this scene, this movie is so important, and I haven't even gotten into a ton of specifics about the sound of the track itself. Every different style is emulated masterfully, but I think this track being gorgeously produced and insanely fun to listen to is just the cherry on top. This is, thematically and culturally, my favorite musical statement of 2025. Also, if you've watched all the way to here and still haven't seen Sinners, if that didn't convince you, it's also a vampire movie. I will not explain how that ties into anything. Watch the damn movie. Me when I like get an idea for a video I want to make. Woo, yay, yippee. Me when I realize I actually have to like record the voiceover for that video. Fuck.